Dialogue the seventh and last. Madame de Mistaval, speaking to Madame de Santage.
I beg your forgiveness, madame, for arriving unannounced at your house. But I hear that my daughter is here, and as her few years do not yet permit her to venture abroad alone, I beg to you, madame, to be so very good as to return her to me, and not to disapprove my request or behavior.
Madame de Santage.
This behavior is eminently impolite, madame. One would say, upon hearing your words, that your daughter is in bad hands. Faith, if one must judge by the state I find her in, and you, madame, and your company, I believe I am not greatly mistaken in supposing her a no good sort while she is here.
Domonce. Madame! This is an important beginning, and without being exactly informed of the degree of familiarity which obtains between Madame de Santage and you, I see no reason to pretend that I would not, were I in her place, already have had you pitched out of the window.
Oh, I do not completely understand what you mean by pitched out of the window. Be advised, monsieur, that I am not a woman to be pitched out of windows. I have no idea who you are, but from your language and the state I observe you to be in, it is not impossible to arrive at a speedy conclusion concerning your manners. Eugenie! Eugenie! Follow me.
Eugenie.
I beg your pardon, madame, but I cannot enjoy that honor. What? My daughter resists me.
Nay, 'tis worse yet. 'Tis a case of formal disobedience, as you observe, madame. Believe me, do not tolerate it in her. Would you like me to have whips brought in to punish this intractable child?
Oh, I should be greatly afraid, were they to be sent for, that they would be employed rather upon madame than upon me.
Impertinent creature! Domonce approaches Madame Mistiver. Softly, my sweet. Softly. We'll have no invectives here. All of us are Eugenie's protectors, and you might regret your hastiness with her.
What? My daughter is to disobey me, and I am not to be able to make her sensible of the rights I have over her.
And what, if you please, are these rights, madame? Do you flatter yourself that they are legitimate? Will Monsieur de Mistival, or whoever it was, spurted into your vagina the several drops of fuck that brought Eugenie into being, did you then, in the act, have her in mind? Eh? I dare say you did not. Well then, how can you expect her to be beholden to you today for your having discharged when years ago someone fucked into your nasty cunt? Take notice, madame. There is nothing more illusory than fathers' and mothers' sentiments for their children, and children's for the authors of their days. Nothing supports, nothing justifies, nothing establishes such feelings. Here in currency, they're held in contempt. For there are countries where parents kill their children, others where the latter cut the throats of those whence they have breath. Where reciprocal love to have some natural sanction, consanguinity's powers would no longer be chimerical, and without being seen, without mutually being known, parents would distinguish, would adore their sons, and reversibly, these would discern their unknown fathers, would fly into their arms and would do them reverence. Instead of which, what is it we see? Reciprocal hatreds, inveterate. Children who, even before reaching the age of reason, have never been able to suffer the sight of their fathers. Fathers sending away their children because never could they endure their approach. Those alleged instincts are hence fictitious, absurd. Self-interest only invents them. Usage prescribes, habit sustains. But never did nature engrave them in our hearts. Tell me, do animals know these feelings? No, surely not. However, 'tis always them one must consult when one wishes to be acquainted with nature. Oh, fathers! Have no qualms regarding the so-called injustices your passions or your interest lead you to work upon these beings. For you non-existent, to which a few drops of your sperm has given life, to them you owe nothing. You are in the world not for them, but for yourselves. Great fools you would be to be troubled about, to be occupied with anything but your own selves. For yourselves alone you ought to live. And you, dear children, you who are far more exempted, if it is possible to be far more exempted, from this filial piety whose basis is a true chimera, you must be persuaded also that you owe nothing to those individuals whose blood hatched you out of the darkness. Pity, gratitude, love. Not one of these sentiments is their due. They who have given them existence have not a single right to require them from you. They labor for themselves only. Let them look after themselves. But the greatest of all the duperies would be to give them either the help or the ministry no relationship can possibly oblige you to give. No law enjoins you. There is no prescription, and if, by chance, you should hear some inner voice speaking to you, whether it is custom that inspires these announcements, whether it is your character's moral effect that produces these twinges, unhesitatingly, remorselessly throttle those absurd sentiments. Local sentiments, the fruit of geographical accident, climate, which nature repudiates, and reason disavows always.
But the care I have lavished upon her, the education I have given her,
why, as for the care, 'tis never but the effect of convention, of vanity, having done no more for her than what is dictated by the customs of the country you inhabit. Assuredly, Eugenie owes you nothing. As for her education, it appears to have been damnably poor, for we here have been obliged to replace all the principles you had put into her head. Not one of the lot you gave her provides for her happiness. Not one is not absurd or illusory. You spoke to her of God as if there was some such thing, of virtue as if it were necessary, of religion as if every religious cult was something other than the result of the grossest imposture and the most signal imbecility of Jesus Christ, as if that rascal were anything but a cheat and a bandit. You have told her that it is sinful to fuck, whereas to fuck is life's most delicious act. You have wished to give her good manners, as if a young girl's happiness were not inseparable from debauchery and immorality, as if the happiest of all women had not incontestably to be she who wallows most in filth and in libertinage. She who most and best defies every prejudice, and who most laughs reputation to scorn. Ah, madame, disabuse yourself. You have not done nothing for your daughter. In her regard, you have not fulfilled a single one of the obligations nature dictates. Eugenie owes you naught but hatred.
Oh, merciful heaven! Oh, my Eugenie is doomed. 'Tis evident, Eugenie, my beloved Eugenie. Oh, for the last time, heed the supplications of her who gave you your life. These are orders no longer, but prayers. Unhappily, it is only too true that you are amidst monsters here. Tear yourself from this perilous commerce and follow me. I ask it of you on my knees.
She falls to her knees. Ah, very pretty! A tearful scene! To it, Eugenie! Be tender. Eugenie is half naked.
Here you are, my dear little mamma. I bring you my buttocks. There they are, positively at the level of your lips. Kiss them, my sweet, suck them. 'Tis all Eugenie can do for you. Remember, Domace, I shall always show myself worthy of having been your pupil.
Ugh! Monster! I disown you forever. You are no longer my child.
Add a few curses to it, if you like, my dearest mother, in order to render the thing much more touching yet, and you will see me equally phlegmatic.
Softly, madame, softly. There is insult here. In our view, you have just rather too harshly repulsed Eugenie. I told you that she is in our safekeeping. A punishment is needed for this crime. Have the kindness to undress yourself. Strip to the skin, so as to receive what your brutality deserves.
Undress myself?
Augustine, act as this lady's maid-in-waiting, since she resists. Augustine goes brutally to work.
Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh! My God! Where am I? Are you aware, madame, of what you are allowing to be done to me in your house? Do you suppose I shall make no complaint? Oh!
Well, it is by no means certain you will be able to.
Great God! That I am to be killed here!
Why not? One moment, gentlemen, one moment. Before exposing this charming beauty's body to your gaze, it would be well for me to forewarn you of the condition you are going to find it in. Eugenie has just whispered the entire story into my ear. Yesterday, her husband used the whip on her, all but broke her arm, beating her for some minor domestic mismanagement. And Eugenie assures me you are going to find her ass's cheek looking more like more taffeta. Ooh, well, by God, 'tis the absolute truth. I don't believe I've ever seen a body more mistreated than this. But By Jesus, she's got as many cuts before as she has behind. Yet, I believe I espy a very fine ass here. Mwah! Oh, leave me alone! Leave me, else I'll cry for help! Madame de Santage comes up and seizes her by the arm. Listen to me, you whore! I'm going to explain everything to you. You are a victim, sent us by your own husband. You have got to submit to your fate. Nothing can save you from it. What will it be? I've no idea. Perhaps you'll be hanged, wheeled, quartered, racked, burned alive. The choice of torture depends upon your daughter. 'Tis she who will give the order for your period. But, my whore, you are going to suffer. Yes, you will not be immolated until after having undergone an infinite number of preliminary embarrassments. As for your cries, I warn you, they will be to no purpose. One could slaughter a steer in this chamber without any risk of having his bellowings overheard. Your horses, your servants, have already left. Once again, my lovely one, your husband authorizes what we are doing, and your coming here is nothing but a trap, baited for your simplicity, and into which, you observe, you could not have fallen better. I hope that Madame is now perfectly tranquilized.
Thus to be forewarned is certainly to have been the object of a very ample consideration.
Indeed, Madame, 'tis clear you have a warm friend in Madame de Santage. Where, these days, does one come across such candor? What forthrightness in her tone when she addresses you! Eugenie, come here and place your buttocks beside your mother's. I'd like to make a comparison of your asses. Eugenie obeys. My goodness, yours is splendid, my dear, but, by God, Mama's is not bad either. Not yet. In another instant, I'll be amusing myself fucking you both. Augustine, lay a hand upon Madame. Merciful heavens! What an outrage! Tomase continues throughout to realize his projects, beginning them with an buggery of the mother. Why, not at all! Nothing easier! Look ye, you scarcely felt it. Ha! 'Tis clear your husband has many times trod the path. Your turn now, Eugenie. What a difference! There. I'm content. I simply wish to volley the ball a little, to put myself into shape. Well, a little order now. First, mesdames, you, Santage, and you, Eugenie, have the goodness to arm yourselves with artificial pricks in order, one after the other, to deal this respectable lady, now in the cunt, now in the ass, the most fearsome strokes. The Chevalier, Augustine, and I, acting with our own members, will relieve you with a prompt exactitude. I'm going to begin, and, as you may well believe, it is once again her ass, upon which you will receive my homage. During the games, parenthetically, each is invited to decide for himself what torture he wishes to inflict upon her. But bear it in mind, the suffering must increase gradually, so as to not kill her off before times. Augustine, Dear boy, console me by buggering me for the obligation I am under to sodomize this ancient cow. Eugenie, let me kiss your beautiful behind. Why, bugger mama. And you, madame, bring yours near so that I can handle it. Socratize it. One must be walled round by asses when 'tis an ass one fucks.
What, my friend? What are you going to do to this bitch? Oh, while losing your sperm, to what do you intend to condemn her?
Most natural thing in the world. I am going to depilate her and lacerate her thighs with pincers. Oh, the monster! Criminal! He is mutilating me! Oh, God Almighty! Implore him not, my dove. He will remain deaf to your voice, as he is to that of every other person. Never has this powerful figure bothered to entangle himself in an affair concerning merely an ass. Oh, how you are hurting me! Oh. Incredible effects of the human mind's idiosyncrasies. You suffer, my dear best beloved. You weep in wondrous thing. I discharge! Double whore! I'd strangle you if I did not wish to leave the pleasure of it to others! She's yours, Santange! Madame de Santange embuggers and encunts her with her dildo. She bestows a few blows of her fist upon her. The Chevalier succeeds her. He too avails himself of the two avenues, and, as he discharges, boxes her ears. 'Tis Augustine who comes next. He acts in likewise, and ends with a few digs with his fingers, pokes, pulls, and punches. During these voracious attacks, Dormanse has sent his engine straying about all the agents' asses, the while urging them on with his remarks. Well, pretty Eugenie, fuck your mother. First of all, incunt her.
Come, dear lovely mamma, come, let me serve you as a husband. 'Tis a little thicker than your spouse's, is it not, my dear? Never mind, 'twill enter. Oh, mother dear, oh, you cry, you scream when your daughter fucks you. And you, don't mind saying, you bugger me. Oh, here I am, at one stroke incestuous, adulterous, sodomite, and all that in a girl who only lost her maidenhead today. Oh, what progress, my friends, and what rapidity I advance along the thorny road of vice. Oh, right enough, I am a doomed girl. I believe, dear mother, you are discharging. Oh, Damanse, look at her eyes. She comes, it's certain, is it not? Whore! I'm going to teach you to be libertine. Oh, well, bitch, what do you think of that?
She squeezes, twists, wrenches her mother's breast.
Oh, fuck, Damanse. Oh, fuck, my gentle friend. I'm dying.
As he discharges, Eugenie showers 10 or 12 jarring blows upon her mother's breasts and side.
Have pity upon me, I beg of you. I'm not well. I am fainting.
Madame de Santange seems to wish to aid her. Dormanse lifts a restraining hand. No, leave her in her swoon. There is nothing so lubricious as to see a woman who has fainted. We'll flog her. That should restore her to her senses. Eugenie, come, stretch out upon your victim's body. 'Tis here I wish to discover whether you are steadfast. Chevalier, fuck her as she lies upon her failing mother, and let her free us. Augustine, and me with each of her hands. You, Saint-Ange, frig her while she's being fucked. Le Chevalier. Indeed, Domancé, 'tis horrible what you have to us do. This at once outrages nature, heaven, in the most sacred laws of humanity. Nothing diverts me like the weighty outbursts of the Chevalier's virtuousness. But in all we are doing, where the devil does he see the least outrage to nature, to heaven, and to mankind? My friend, it is from nature's roues obtained the principles they put into action. I've told you 1,000 times over that nature, who, for the perfect maintenance of the laws and of her general equilibrium, has sometimes need of vices and sometimes of virtues, inspires now this impulse, one in accordance with what she requires. Hence, we do no kind of evil in surrendering ourselves to these impulses, of whatever sort you may suppose them to be. With what regards heaven, my dear Chevalier, I beg of you, let us no more dread its effects. One single motor is operative in this universe, and that motor is nature. Nature! The miracles, rather, the physical effects of this mother of the human race, differently interpreted by men, have been deified by them under 1,000 forms, each more extraordinary than the other. Cheats and intriguers, abusing their fellows' credulity, have propagated their ridiculous daydreams. And that is what the Chevalier calls heaven. That is what he fears offending. Humanity's laws are violated, he adds, by the petty stuff and nonsense in which we are indulging ourselves this afternoon. Get it into your head, once and for all, my simple and very faint-hearted fellow, that what fools call humaneness is nothing but a weakness born of fear and egoism. That this chimerical virtue, enslaving only weak men, is unknown to those whose character is formed by stoicism, courage, and philosophy. Then act, Chevalier, act, and fear nothing. Were we to pulverize this whore, there'd not be a suspicion of the crime in this thing. It is impossible for a man to commit a crime when nature inculcated in him the irresistible desire to commit crime. She most prudently arranged to put beyond his reach those acts which could disturb the operations or conflict with her will. Ha! My friend, be sure that all the rest is entirely permitted, and that she has not been so idiotic as to give us the power of discomfiting her or of disturbing her workings. The blind instruments of her inspirations, were she to order us to set fire to the universe, the only crime possible would be in resisting her. All the criminals on earth are nothing but the agents of her caprices. Well, Eugenie, take your place. What? What do I see? She's turning pale. Eugenie lies down upon her mother.
Turning pale? God, no! You'll very soon see the contrary.
The attitude is executed. Madame de Misterval remains unconscious. When the Chevalier has discharged, the group is broken. What? Ugh! The bitch is not yet awake! Whips! I say, bring me whips! Augustin, run and gather me a handful of thorns from the garden. While waiting, he slaps her face. Ugh! Oh, my soul! Upon my soul, I fear she may be dead. Nothing seems to have any effect upon her. Eugenie, with hesitation.
Dead! What's that? I have to go about wearing black this summer, and I have had the prettiest dresses made for me. Oh,
Oh, the little monster! We shall see whether this final remedy will not have some results. Tomase takes the thorn from Augustine, who returns. Eugenie, suck my prick while I labor to restore a mother to you, and in Augustine, do you give me back the blows I am going to strike this stricken lady. I should not be sorry, Chevalier, to see you embugger your sister. You would adopt such a posture as to permit me to kiss your buttocks during the operation. Well, let's comply with it, since there seems to be no way of persuading this scoundrel that all he is having us do is appalling. The stage is set. As the whipping of Madame de Misterval proceeds, she slowly comes to life. Why do you see the medicine's effects? I told you it would not fail us. Madame de Misterval opens her eyes. Oh, heavens! Why do you recall me from the grave's darkness? Why do you plunge me again into life's horrors? Ah! Indeed, mother dear, it is because so much conversation remains to be held. Ah! He continues to whip her steadily. Must you not hear your sentence pronounced? Must it not be executed? Ah! Come, let's gather round our victim. Let her kneel in the center of the circle, and, trembling, hear what will be announced to her. Madame de Saint Ange, will you please begin? The following speeches are pronounced while the actors are in full action. I condemn her to be hanged, cut into 80,000 pieces, after the manner of the Chinese. Or, Augustine, as for me, by God, I let it get off with being broken alive.
Into my pretty little mamma's body there will be driven wicks garnished with sulphur, and I will undertake to set them afire, one by one.
The circle is dissolved. Well, my friends, as your leader and instructor, I shall lighten the sentence. But the difference which will be discovered between what I decree and what you have demanded. This difference, I say, is that your sentences would be in the nature of the effects of modern practical joking. Mine, on the contrary, is going to be the cause of a little knavery. I have, waiting outside, a valet, and he is furnished with what is perhaps one of the loveliest members to be found in all of nature. However, it distills disease, for it is eaten by one of the most impressive cases of syphilis I have yet anywhere encountered. I'll have my man come in. We'll have a coupling. He'll inject his poison into each of the natural conduits that ornament this dear and amiable lady. With this consequence, that so long as this cruel disease's impressions shall last, the whore will remember not to trouble her daughter when Eugenie has herself fucked. Everyone applauds. The valet is called in. Tomase speaks now to him. Lapierre! Fuck this woman. She is exceptionally healthy. This amusement might cure you. At least, there may be some precedence for the miracle's success. Lapierre. In front of everyone, monsieur? Are you afraid to exhibit your prick? No, by God, for it's very attractive. Let's do it, madame. Be so good as to ready yourself. Oh, my God, What a hideous damnation!
Better that than to die, Mama. At least I'll be able to wear some gay dresses this summer.
Meanwhile, we might amuse ourselves. My opinion would be for us all to flagellate one another. Madame de Saint-Ange will thrash Lapierre, so as to ensure Madame de Misterval's obtaining a good enchantment. I'll flay Madame de Saint-Ange. Augustine will whip me. Eugenie will have at Augustine, and herself will be very vigorously beaten by the Chevalier, all of which is arranged. When Lapierre has finished cunt fucking, his master orders him to fuck Madame de Misterval's ass, and he does so. When all is completed, the romance continues. Capital! Out with you. Lapierre, wait! You are 5 louis. Ha! By God, that was a better inoculation than Tronchin made in all his life! Ha ha ha! I believe it is now of the highest importance to provide against the escape of the poison circulating in Madame's veins. Consequently, Eugenie must very carefully sew your cunt and ass so that the virulent humor, more concentrated, less subject to evaporation, and not at all to leakage, will more promptly cinder your bones.
Excellent idea! Oh, excellent idea! Oh, quickly, fetch me needle and thread. Oh, spread your thighs, Mama, so I can stitch you together, so that you'll give me no more little brothers and sisters.
Madame de Saint-Ange gives Eugenie a large needle, through whose eye is threaded a heavy, red waxed thread. Eugenie sews. Oh, my God! My God! The pain! By God! Excellent idea indeed! It does you honor, my dear. It would never have occurred to me. Eugenie, from time to time, pricking the lips of the cunt, occasionally stabbing its interior, and sometimes using her needle on her mother's bellies and mons veneris.
Pay no attention to it, Mama. I am simply testing the point.
The little whore wants to bleed her to death. Domance causes himself to be frigged by Madame de Saint-Ange as he witnesses the operation. Oh, by God! Oh, how this extravagance stiffens me! Oh! Eugenie, multiply your stitches so that the seam will be quite solid.
I'll take, if necessary, over 200 of them. Chevalier, frig me while I work.
I've never seen a girl as vicious as this one.
No invective, Chevalier. Oh, I frig you. Confine yourself to tickling me in the correct manner. A little asshole, if you please. My friend, have you only one hand? I can see no longer. My stitches go everywhere. Look at it. Do you see how my needle wanders? To her thighs, her tits. Oh, fuck. What pleasure.
You are turning me to pieces, vile creature! Oh, am I blessed that it was I who gave you life!
Come, be quiet, Mother. Mother dear, it's finished.
The Manse emerges with a great erection from Madame de Saint-Ange's hands. Eugenie, allow me to do the ass. That part belongs to me. Oh, you're too stiff, Dalmonse. You'll make a martyr of her. What matter? Have we not written permission to make of her what we please? He turns Madame de Misterval upon her stomach, catches up the needle, and begins to sew her asshole. Ah! 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 Dalmonse drives the needle deep into her flesh. Silence, bitch! Or I'll make a hash of your buttocks! Eugenie! Frig me!
Willingly, but upon condition you prick me her more energetically. For, you must admit, you are proceeding with strange forbearance.
work upon those two great cheeks for me. Patience! I'll soon have her carved like a shank of beef. Eugenie, you are forgetting your lessons. You capped my prick.
Oh, 'tis because this bitch's sufferings are inflaming my imagination to the point I no longer know exactly what I am doing. Oh!
Sweet fucking God! I'm beginning to go out of my mind! Santange, have Augustine bugger you in front of my eyes while your brother flies into your cunt. And above all, dress me a panorama of asses. The picture will finish me. Ah! He stabs Madame de Misterval's buttocks while the posture he has called for is arranged. Ah! Here, Mama, dear, take this. Ah! And again that. Ah! He drives his needle into at least 20 places. Ah!
Pardon me, monsieur. I beg your pardon 1,000 times over. 1,000,000 times. Oh, you are killing me.
I should like to. 'Tis an age since I've had such an erection. Never would I have thought it possible after so many consecutive ejaculations. Madame Santange executes the called for attitude. Are we as we should be, Domanse? Augustine, turn a little to the right. I don't see enough ass. Have him lean forward. I must see the whole.
Oh, fuck! Look at the bugger blade!
Rather a good deal of blood, isn't there? Well, are the rest of you ready? As for myself, 1 minute more, and I'll spray life's very balm upon the wounds I have just opened. Yes, my heart, yes, I am coming. We arrive at the end at the same time. Normanse has just finished his task, does nothing but increase his stabbing of the victim's buttocks as he discharges. Oh, triple bloody fucking God! Oh, my sperm flows! Oh, 'tis lost, my bleeding little Jesus! Oh, Eugenie, directed upon the flanks I have just mutilated! Oh, fuck, 'tis over! Oh, over! Oh, I've no more! Oh, why must weakness succeed passion so alive? Fuck! Fuck me, brother! I discharge! Ah! Stir yourself, Augustine. Great fucking John! Don't you know what it is when I come that you've got to sink your tool deepest into my ass? Oh, sacred name of God! How sweet it is! Thus to be fucked by two men. Ah! And all's been said. Madame de Misterval. Whore! You may clothe yourself and leave when you wish. I must tell you that your husband authorized the doing of all that has just been done to you. We told you as much. You did not believe it. He shows her the letter. May this example serve to remind you that your daughter is old enough to do what she pleases. That she likes to fuck. Loves to fuck. That she was born to fuck. And that, if you do not wish to be fucked yourself, the best thing for you to do is to let her do what she wants. Get out! The Chevalier will escort you home. Salute the company, whore! On your knees! Bow down before your daughter, and beseech her pardon for your abominable use of her. You, Eugenie! Bestow 2 good smacks upon Madame your mother, and as soon as she gains the threshold, help her cross it with a few lusty kicks aimed at her ass. All this is done. Farewell, Chevalier. Don't fuck Madame on the highway. Remember, she's sewn up and has got the pox. The Chevalier departs, and Madame de Misterval with him. And now, good friends, let's to dinner, and afterward the four of us will retire for the night in the same bed. Well, we've had a fine, active day. I never dine so heartily. I never sleep so soundly as when I have, during the day, sufficiently befouled myself with what our fools call crimes.
We are number one.